So David, can you show me this new contraption in front of you?
Sure, this new contraption, this rolling platform, helps me get access to the upper areas of the greenhouse. What I'm trying to do is make efficient use of the available space, and so I have a row of
And it rolls.
intervals. I get it to here, and then I have a handrail under here, so I can just go like this, and then come up, and I have a soil bed here, and then I have
Let me come up and look with you.
up here, I have trays of seedlings, and then when it gets warm enough outside, I'll have instant garden by putting these guys outside.
And how does the air circulate?
Well, the air also circulates that, well, I have two thermal storage systems. One under this soil bed where the air, the point of entry is here, and there's a box beam with 3 channels. So the air, when it gets sucked in here, goes the length, comes back, goes the length, and then underneath
And this is the thermostat?
that's the thermostat that controls that.
Okay. And the box beams
And the box beam
are below you?
both a channel for the air to come underneath, but also provide the strength for all this weight.
And where's the box beam?
The box beam is sort of here going back to the wall.
I see. Okay.
And then this lower growing area, isn't that beautiful spinach? Underneath that are 11 tons of rock. The air gets sucked in through this center duct down underneath the rocks. And this is what the rocks look like here, about fist size and smaller. In the current rock temperature, oh, I might have to get my glasses, is, wow, 62 degrees.
And outside right now, it must be below 50.
So what that does is that gives bottom heat to my seedlings in both still in pots and in the growing area right there as well.
And this fan over here?
That fan is connected to the box beam, which
Triggered by the
thermostat. I
thermostat.
mean, that's what they both do. They have, when it gets warm where the thermostat is, a fan kicks in, and that promotes active storage of heat. So, and that makes such a difference. The plants are happy without the need for any supplemental heat. And I'm keeping track of how much electricity the fans use so I can put that in perspective.
And what's your water supply?
Well, for most of my watering needs, I make this nutrient and bacterial broth. I have a 5-gallon bucket in the basement, and I have an aquarium pump that bubbles air through it, so it's an aerated mix. I started with the compost and the bacteria in compost, and then added, I fed them molasses and cornstarch, but have added a little bit of magnesium, a little bit of fungal starter, a little bit of calcium, a little bit of boron, and I'll be adding seaweed mixture such that when I water my plants, I'm giving them nutrients and promoting biological activity, which, as I understand it, helps the plants move ions across their roots, and it happens more effectively when you've got a very robust biological community.
No, I've heard gray water is a term.
Right, and also, in addition to the nutrient and bacterial broth that I make up, I also use a gray water irrigation system starting with a shower, which goes through a trickling filter, which promotes aerobic bacterial action, which then gets distributed subsoil to this soil bed, which,
So there are irrigation pipes under the soil,
exactly,
and they carry the gray water.
the aerated gray water from the house and distribute it to the root zone of the plants.
So it's very efficient.
Very efficient.
And the tree, you've got a tree growing down there.
This is a fig tree.
And how long has it been here?
Well, the greenhouse, the outer structure's been here since the late 70s. The box beam soil bed was just completed, a few months ago, as I keep designing and
And you can see how much moisture there is here with all the rust that's accumulated on some of the...
Well, you know, the greenhouse structure, went up 78, and so it's It's been here like this for over 30 years.
It's held up very well. Now, is this a pipe too for water transport?
No, this pipe is structural. See it?
David, so the viewers can know how to find you. What is your website?
www.sagefarm, that's SAGEFARM.net.
Thank you.
Sure. Now, what viewers are these?
I don't know.
I don't know.